Welcome to the Practical Ascension podcast. I'm your host and guide, Tracy Goody. Join me as we explore the multifaceted experience of awakening in this modern age of transformation. Subscribe, leave a review, or share this episode to show your support. It's mission on, lightworkers. February 2022 Practical Ascension Update. So these ascension codes are spiraling in right now at an increased speed to Earth. So these frequencies are increasing our perception of human potential and providing an opportunity for love-filled co-creation on a really expanded scale. So this expansive co-creation energy is calling for massive self-responsibility and working with your ego and mindfulness to recognize that you have the power of transformation. So it might not be as, fluffy as and exciting as some other updates, but this one is really, really quite practical in how expansive we can allow ourselves to become in February. So as we ascend our natural evolution process, we come to a deeper understanding and practical application of human abilities as keepers of Earth and keepers of 3D. We're moving to a more harmonious existence out of our teenage years of thinking we know it all and acting from a place of ego and reactivity. We are maturing, and as we mature, we are asked to take on a deeper self-responsibility. We're asked to recognize the power of our focus, our thoughts, and our emotions, and make a conscious choice to move towards the reality we desire. So personal responsibility and recognizing your human gifts is key right now. If you are focusing your energy the majority of the time on blame, judgment, fear, lack, and other heavy emotions, you will continue to accelerate the presence of these in your life and perception of the world around you. So we know at this point from Einstein and from personal experience that you cannot move into a solution with the same mindset and energy that created the problem. So we must rise above our habitual patterns and claim our sovereignty as co-creative beings. Beyond your gifts on an individual, soul, or ego level, look at the big picture of the gifts of all of humanity. We co-create the world we live in, just as humans. We vote with our energy, our intention, our focus, and our emotion every single day for our reality. So personal responsibility means recognizing that power of choice and the increasing awareness we are gifted with right now. If you find you're thrown about by society and feeling off center with everything that's going on, take time daily to connect within, connect to nature or your divine source or all three of them, and allow your focus to shift inwards and rinse away the programming of what is and create that feeling of connection, peace, and support within yourself. In this way, you are reminding yourself what is true and what is illusion. That discernment is just so gigantic for going forward, every single year, every single month going forward. The more you're tapped into your discernment, the easier you are going to have it. So you give your nervous system a much needed break whenever you take that time away from what is and go within. You give your thought patterns an interruption so you can create new, more supportive thoughts and beliefs that propel you in the direction of your soul desires and in the direction of a world that you actually want to see. So the simple process of disconnecting from what is and reconnecting to what is desired on a soul level is very mature. We recognize, it's not easy, so you do need some maturity for that. We recognize that personal responsibility and putting our foot down, that we are no longer just swimming along with our programming. We are actively choosing to move in a more harmonious direction. That is extremely powerful. So a big theme for February is empowering yourself for personal responsibility. Start where you're at. Support yourself mentally, physically, and energetically however you can right now. There's no formula or right way to ascend. It's simply doing what you can when you can and reminding yourself who you really are. Feeling that expanded nature of your brilliant soul self and how amazing you can feel when your personality and your soul are reunited and working towards a common goal. So this kind of co-creation, this partnership between yourself and soul is a big theme throughout February. We find and connect to the unity within ourselves to anchor and spread that unity energy into the collective. Everything that we do individually impacts the collective. So we're offered a space of freedom in February where forward movement and breakthroughs on a mental and emotional level are available for us to step into. We are encouraged to do so. So we begin this month under a new moon, the very first day of February, and as that first week of February progresses, the fresh air that we have been asking for is finally delivered. It feels as though there's this gateway of possibility that kicks off on the 2nd of February, while that new moon energy supports us into this kind of newness that many of us have been really waiting on since January. So at the beginning of this phase of the month and this phase of the moon, I really, really encourage you to spend a little time going within. Connect to your heart, the earth, the divine, simply through your breath and your focus. Center yourself and ask, where am I still restricting myself in old habits and thought patterns? And commit to actualize your power through personal responsibility. Claim your ascended human maturity and give your focus and attention and habits to what you actually want to bring in. So with this increase of clarity and lightness of energy, even if you thought you were in a really dark, confusing place, there is opportunity here to listen to your inner guidance and understand the steps to break free and align deeper to who you really are. So February, again, we're opening up with this really powerful gateway between you and your soul. And this gateway remains active throughout February and specifically throughout the 22nd, when we're given an opportunity to use that discernment and creativity to leap forward. It's like we're going into this new training program in February, Earth being a school. And so we're going into this new training program in February, being led to empower ourselves and surround ourselves with habits and thoughts that feel amazing. So a word of awareness here. If you have been feeling like you're trapped in a loop throughout January, maybe even earlier, maybe that's been going on for a bit, and you have these thoughts and beliefs running around like, I can't get out of this, why am I in such a funk, and general self-judgment and harshness, this is your reminder to stop it. To forgive yourself, to forgive the intense emotions. Just forgive it all, and let it go. Remind yourself that it is possible and safe to feel these emotions and release them, not carrying them as a part of you. So again, we've got February starting off with some expansive light, some clarity, some forward movement, and encouraging us into our personal responsibility of choice and focus. When we stand strong, knowing we are powerful and whole and complete, we open up to waves of divine inspiration. So February is just beautiful for potential transformation into a whole new perception of reality. As we progress, February holds and supports us and increases that fire energy within us to get up and create and be the change that we desire. My biggest guidance for February is to make time to go within. Can you tell? Because I've said it about 5 times on this podcast. So connect to your heart and ask how you can support yourself and give permission for your highest vibration guides to intervene, to guide you, and to align you to your highest path. In February, the fog lifts. This is a really, really beautiful visual that came through as I was tapped into this energy. So it's like we've been climbing this mountain in the dark, and the sun begins to rise and the fog begins to lift, and it's like we've just been slogging away and climbing, and all of a sudden we realize we've reached the top. We could see a whole new vista from up here. We can see a world that is possible, and we can see a version of ourselves that is possible. And it's really quite inspiring. So this is some serious awe-inspiring energy available to us in February. So remember to empower yourself to tap in and that anything is possible. All right, so let me wrap it up with some keys for February. Reclaim who you really are by focusing within daily in any way for any amount of time. You are a powerful creator and keeper of 3D Earth. Remember that. Recognize your thought patterns and loops that are disempowering you and giving the illusion that in some way you are not enough or not worthy. Recognize them and empower yourself to call out the bullshit and remember who you really are. Infinitely worthy and deserving in every way. If you are here right now on Earth, you are important and you have a role to play in this ascension process. Hold on, because you are the embodiment of divine value. Next key. Really remember that. Next key. Open yourself up to what else is possible. It's all about breaking free and recognizing the masterful progression of your life and lessons and your ability to persevere throughout all of it. So asking yourself, if I was unlimited, what else is possible for me? Really letting that creativity spark. So February has a lot of power in it. And now March is going to continue this theme of co-creation and empowered human abilities. So create some space for all of that beauty that you are bringing into the world. Thank you so much for joining me today.